Nice boat.
Ship. It's called a ship.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. She is a beauty, isn't she? Did you know she won last year's Viking race?
Viking race?
It's a competition where ships from all over the world come here to race. Until last year, it was always won by a rich Japanese woman. She had this thing called a junk with fireworks sticking out of the back of it. When she lit the powder on those rockets, that junk would really move.
So how did you finally beat her?
Well, luckily last year it rained just before the race. That gunpowder stuff must need to be kept dry because when she went to light her rockets, they just fizzled. The junk was just a big piece of junk after that.
Does that ship have a name?
Of course. Can you guess what it is?
The fire-breathing, Viking-loving, ice-destroying, blood-red dragon?
Not even close. She's called the Titanic. She used to be an icebreaker canoe, but I converted her into a longboat.
Titanic? What kind of name is that for a boat?
I named her after the second wife of my hero, Harg the Merciless. They say old Titania, Wantedottir, was quite an icebreaker herself, among other things.
I'd like to buy that ship.
I'm not selling my ship to a slave.
Well, I'm not buying it for myself.
Who are you buying it for?
Harg the Merciless.
Harg the Merciless joined the gods ages ago.
I'm really a Viking. I'm just pretending to be a slave.
I don't think so. No, slave, you're not buying my ship.
That's discrimination. I'll report you to the Better Business Bureau.
Vikings don't have a Better Business Bureau. We settled our differences with a battle to the blood. The first blood that touches the ground is the loser's. Care to try it?
No thanks.
Spoken like a true slave. And no slave is going to buy my ship.
I'm not a slave.
Sure you are. You even smell like a slave.
That's just my deodorant.
I don't believe you. No, you're a slave. And I'm not selling my ship to you.
But I need a ship to get away from here.
Well, you could have 50 ships, and you still wouldn't be able to get away from here.
How come? I know how to steer a ship.
Well, I'll bet you can. But you wouldn't get past the reef. You see, this whole coast has some really tricky rocks around it, and the only ones who know how to get past them are the Vikings.
So you're saying that I couldn't get away from here even if I had a boat?
Yep. You'd get smashed against the reef, I'll tell you that. Why do you think we let slaves like you run free in the village?
You want the village to have that lived-in look?
You're funny, slave.
Okay, forget about the ship. I'll find another way home from here.
I don't think you understand, slave. There's no way out of here, unless you're a Viking. Well, you'll leave if you get sold to a slave buyer, but I don't think you'll ever return home.
I'm not gonna be bought. I'll do anything to get away, even if I have to climb over the mountains.
I'll have to tell the auctioneer. You might fetch a good price once the buyers know how funny you are. Let me explain something to you. The mountains here are very steep. Even mountain goats can't climb them. We've had slaves who've tried to escape in the past, but they all come back. I guess they prefer to be sold as slaves than to die up in the mountains. No, slave. The only way to get away from here would be to fly over the mountains. And you don't seem to have wings, do you? Wings. Oh, goodness.
Do you really think I could fly over the mountains?
You're such a funny slave. Oh yes, if you had a pair of wings, I'm sure you'd be able to get away from here. Ha 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 ha.
Can I have some paint?
Sure, I've got enough paint for 2 ships. But you'll need to get something to put the paint in. I only have 1 bucket.
What color was your ship before?
Titanium white.
Why is your ship for sale?
Well, since she won the race last year, I should be able to get a good price. But I need to sell her before she loses to that Japanese woman's junk again.
You don't think you could beat her a second time?
Not unless it rains again. Or I can get my hand on some of that gunpowder stuff. No, if I'm going to sell this ship, I have to do it before this year's Viking race.
You're doing a really nice job.
Thank you.
How long does it take to paint a ship?
Well, normally it takes a day or 2, not counting the prep work like sanding and sealing. But this ship has taken almost a week.
Why so long?
She's a big ship. I kept running out of paint. But I have plenty of paint now.
Where did you learn how to paint?
Well, I studied at the Bartholomeus Manure Academy of Painting.
Have fun painting.
I always do.
What was that sound?
Ah, the slave market is about to begin. You have to go and get ready now, slave.
Are you sure? That didn't sound like the slave market horn to me.
Nice try. Come along, slave.
I can't let them sell me as a slave. I have to get home and stop the sheriff. There has to be some way out of this.
Hurry up! The buyers have arrived!
Moose players. I never thought of that before. It would be kind of fun to play with a moose. Hannah has nice legs, almost as nice as Princess Michelle's. If I borrowed a donkey who wouldn't go, to see Mrs. Jarley's waxwork show, do you think I'd acknowledge him, oh no, no, then run to Jarley's? Guess they didn't spend much on a writer for that ad campaign. Sarah Bay, the amazing one-legged ballerina. I bet this mirror is made of plastic too. Oops. Guess not. It has a very sharp edge. This would make a good stamp. I think I feel a rash coming on.
Are you ready yet?
Almost?
Well, hurry it up. We can't wait all day out here.
Nah, I'm having a good hair day. I wouldn't want to mess it up. Yeah, that'll really ruin my teeth. The ink tastes terrible.
Look, they're killing me out here.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
You aren't even wearing your swimsuit yet. Quick, change into these swimming trunks and get out here. And don't forget to smile.
I won't forget.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 11th Annual Nesborg Slave Market. This year in Nesborg, we have an excellent selection of slaves to offer you. Now, you might think 3 slaves aren't many to bet on, but I guarantee you've never seen merchandise like this. These 3 slaves are the cream of the crop, the tip of the top, the absolutely positively quality assuredly best slaves you're ever going to find. This year we made it our goal to look for only the highest quality items and bring you nothing but the best. And quite frankly, these 3 slaves are it. I mean, what do you say about an Indian chief from the big land in the west? Now, show 'em your teeth and show off that body. Yes, well, let's see what the next slave has to offer. Just look at this healthy young fella. He's probably never been sick one day in his life. He's sure to stay healthy too, dressed for the cold in a nice warm scarf. And of course, you get that scarf for free. Show 'em your best smile. Calm down. Naturally, I've saved the best for last. Feast your eyes on this handsome young fella right over here. Oh dear. Now, I'm sure that rash is only temporary.
Ah, yes. Lash pass.
All right, slave, now show 'em your pearly whites. well, don't make up your minds yet. You haven't seen anything until you see these slaves in their evening gowns. All right, slaves, you can go change now.
It worked! Now I just have to make it through the second part without being bought.
Hurry up, the buyers are getting restless.
Let's see. If I stuff the apron with this pillow, I think this will make a good hunchback.
Ready or not, it's time to get back out there.
I'm ready.
What do you mean you're ready? You're not wearing your evening gown. Here, put this on and get on stage. You've got 1 minute. And now it's time for everybody's favourite and the most important part of the auction. Slaves in evening gowns. Because what good is a slave without a strong back? Am I right? First, we have the great Indian chief. Come ahead, show him some moves. This isn't working. Well, there's still 2 more to go. All right, Scarf Boy, show them what you've got. Remember, folks, you get the scarf for free. All right, then how about the last slave with the nice firm body?
I knew it would work. I won't be sold as a slave. Now they'll have to let me go.
Well, that concludes our 11th annual slave market. Tomorrow morning, any slaves that haven't been sold, all the slaves in this case, will be sacrificed to the ancient gods by throwing them over the Cliff of Death.
Cliff of Death?
Now, slaves, before you go, here are your certificates of participation.
They're going to sacrifice me to the ancient gods. I really have to get out of here. If only I could fly over those mountains.